So we are streaming. All right. So we're going to talk about solving trig equations. And like I said before, a solving trig equation, not just say multiplication table. You don't have to write this down. Please don't write it down. But multiplication table, if you memorize multiplication table, that just means equivalent to memorize the unit circle, right? Unit circle. And that's the first stage for you to understand. We already did that. We did a quiz about that. Yesterday, we did exact values. So exact values. And that's saying as what is 3 times 7. So without going, says 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 3 times 3, we actually say it was 3 times 7. Solving equation, that's what we're going to do today. Solving equation is equivalent to, I don't know, if I have 21, is equal to what number times what number, right? 3 times 7 or 1 times 21. Tomorrow we're going to do is inverse trig. Inverse trig is a little bit different. It's like 42 is equal to, I don't want any other number. I want a 7 times particular number. So I have a restriction. I want one number to be 7 and inverse trig. So inverse trig is going to be like sine inverse of -half. Okay. Solving equations is what we're going to do today. So everything is complement of different skills. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start with sine of x equal to -√3/2. Can you tell me what is x equal to? Can somebody raise your hand? Think you can tell me what is x is equal to? Have 2 people raise your hand. Let's go with Reebok.
What the degrees are radians?
Radians only.
5/6.
And
4/3.
okay. There's some mistake there. Ragraf?
You said, oh, so it's 300 and 210. Sorry, not 210.
Okay, we'll be radian of that.
The
He's got it. I was thinking in term radian because calculus is not going to use degrees anymore.
5π/3.
5/3? Yep, perfect. Okay, so you will get 2 solutions, right? So this is called a particular solutions. Particular solution. And between 0 to 2 pi. And there's a way to say general solution is basically 4π/3 plus 2m pi, and x equal to 5π/3 plus 2m pi. So this is called a general solution. A general solution is plus 2m pi. Now remember, for tangent, the period are different. What is period? This is the periods for sine and cosine. What is the tangent period? Yes. Just pi. Good. So you're going to be plus m pi instead of plus 2m pi. So let me ask you another question. When is tangent of x is equal to √3 negative? Now this one's a little bit harder. So you got to tell me, when is tangent equal to √3? Now, earlier in the class, we actually told you that tangent of π/6, π/4, and π/3, that's going to help you for us evaluate this. So I only have Ragraf got it. Let me see other people. Mason, let's call Mason. Awesome, awesome. X equal to 2π/3. x equal to 5 pi over 3. It has to be on the second and the fourth. It has to be on second and fourth quadrant. It has to be over 3 because the result is square root 3. So it has to be in terms of pi over 3. Okay, so that's good. So therefore, it's going to be 2 pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3. That's the answer. If you want to say general solution, then it's going to be 2 pi over 3 plus m pi instead of 2m pi. X equal to 5 pi over 3 plus m pi instead of 2m pi. Very good, Daniel. That's very good memorization. And that's because period for tangent are a little bit shorter. Yes.
Oh, equals 5 pi over 3 plus n pi. Isn't 3 pi over 3 plus n pi n equals 1. And that's 3 pi over 3.
Yeah, but you write out both of them, and there's a reason for that because later on we're going to talk about a multiple angle situation, and that's why it gets kind of tricky. Yeah, but you're right. Plus m pi is going to be 5 pi over 3. Now, what kind of question would it be this? Let's say it's 3 cosine of x minus 6 is equal to cosine of x minus 5. So how do I solve this question? Let's just say it looks like a very much like a linear question, but it's a little bit different. I'm gonna call Daniel.
So pi over 3 and 2 pi over 3?
Pi over 3 and 2 pi over 3. I don't know. What did you do first step though? Can you tell me?
First thing is minus cosine x
Very good.
plus 5.
So that's gonna be 2 cosine of x minus 6 equal to negative 5. And what do I do next?
So you add 5 on both sides?
I don't know if I want to add 5.
Oh, okay. No, sorry, you could add 6. Yeah.
You add 6 on both sides, right? So that's going to be 2 cosine of x equal to 1.
Yep.
And cosine of x equal to 1/2. And x is equal to what?
So pi over 3 and pi over 3 plus 2 pi n, and 2 pi over 3 plus 2 pi n.
I don't know about 2 pi over 3 though.
Oh, because yeah, I see why. It'd be 5 pi over 3, right?
Very good.
Yeah, I see why. Be negative.
So it'll be 5 pi over 3. So there are 2 answers, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Or plus 2 m pi on each one. That's good. Let me give you some weird questions. There's a 4 and there's 3 here. Don't make algebra mistakes here. The problem people make up mistake is algebra mistakes. Let's go with Nicholas on this one. So you're gonna have to figure out how to do it.
You for the square root, I haven't like figured out what the best way to deal with it. Should you square root it?
You can do something before you square root first though.
Well, you divide it by 4.
Very good. That's divided by 4 first, and he's got good, very.
So you square root it.
Okay, square root is equal to what?
Would be is you square root it 3 times.
What happened?
Wait, square root of 3 over 2.
Very, very good. But you're missing something. Ah, you know what people always miss? Plus minus. That The sign there that every student always mess up. Please don't mess up. It's gonna happen over and over again. You're gonna get two values. You gotta know your SAT type. X squared is equal to 4. X equal to plus minus 2. X equal to square root of 4 is X equal to 2. So make sure you understand there's a plus minus. And therefore you will get 4 solutions. What are those 4 solutions? Elliot, do you know what's 4 solutions? Maybe Nicholas can help out?
Oh,
One of them is not pi over 6. Pi over 3, good. What else?
5 pi over 6.
Not 5 pi over 6, no. Yes, Mason?
3.
5 pi over 3, good.
4 pi over 3.
4 pi over 3.
2 pi over 3.
Very good. Mason, that was a very good improvement. I think trig is better for you than algebra. Trig is actually makes sense for you. Some people are more visual learner. They can do trig much better than do algebra, which is good. But it start with algebra though. Start with algebra. Very good. Questions? Okay, right? What happens if you have sine square of x minus sine of x equal to 2? And how do I solve for x in this case? Send to people. Okay, Rockoff?
You subtract 2.
Why would you subtract 2 first?
Then you have a quadratic.
Then you have a quadratic. Good.
Then you factor, which is sine x minus 2 sine x equals 0.
Good. And then set using something called zero product property, you set the factor equal to 0. Because when does sine of x equal to 2? Huh?
There, does it?
It doesn't, right? Why it doesn't though? Do you understand why? Because the sine graph is going to go between -1 and 1. So if you have 2 right here, they will never intersect.
Yeah.
Okay, so that just x is no solutions here for this particular one. But sine of x plus 1 equal to 0. Sine of x equal to -1. X is equal to what? 3 pi over 2. And that was the only answer there. And that's how you evaluate this. Because you will have no solutions there. Questions? Okay. I'm going to give you an interesting one. The next one is a little bit interesting. This one's going to be 2 sine square of x minus cosine of x minus 1 equal to 0. And you're like, You're going to see there's a problem here. What's the problem here? Yes, Daniel.
So the problem is there's sine and cosine, so you have to figure out how to. Well, you have to figure out how to get the sine to cosine.
Ah, very good.
You want me to say why?
Yeah, go ahead.
Using the Pythagorean identity, so you can factor out 1 minus cosine squared x. Or no, you can substitute it. Sorry, you substitute that in for sine.
I'm gonna write it out for you. Sine square of x equal to 1 minus cosine square of x. This is the identity that you're gonna use. So I'm gonna do 2, and I'm gonna do 1 minus 1 minus cosine square. And then I just keep everything the same. And that was the hardest part. And to see that there's a problem. You have sine square and you got cosine. That means it's not factorable. So you change one of them to match the other one. And if you match the other one, you can get a answer here. So if I distribute this 2, I'm going to get 2 minus 2 cosine square of x, right? Minus cosine of x minus 1 equal to 0. Now, what I can do is like term. And 2 minus 1 is going to be plus 1. And not only that, I want to change it to something that's easy factorable. So I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 1. So it'd be 2 cosine square of x plus cosine of x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now it becomes the same stage as the last question. If you realize this becomes the same question, now you just have to factor it correctly, and you should get 4 different answers. I think. Maybe 4, or maybe, yeah. So can I use a box? Yeah, of course. This is actually easier. This is 2 cosine of x and cosine of x, and it's 1 and 1. This one's going to be 2 cosine of x and cosine of x. Which one need to be negative? Bottom one, right? So it'll be 2 cosine of x minus 1 times cosine of x plus 1. So 2 cosine of x minus 1 equal to 0. Cosine of x equal to 1/2, which is, we know this 2 value. Cosine of x equal to negative 1. X is equal to pi, I believe. And this one's x equal to pi over 3. And 5 pi over 3. And that should be the answer here. That's a factor around, which is, I don't think so. So it's the same problem before, it's just identity now. Safa, do you understand?
I know.
Okay, which part you don't understand?
The identity.
Okay, so remember the identity is sine square of x plus cosine square of x is equal to 1. So remember, you can move the cosine to the other side. It's still identity. If 2 plus 3 equal to 5, right? 2 is equal to 5 minus 3. Same thing. It's that same identity. You just changed it. So I just replaced that to here. So in place of sine square, I place 1 minus cosine square.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Oh, how did you like take out the negative 1 after you?
I multiply both sides by negative 1. Or you can think about moving everything to the right side. That negative becomes positive, the negative becomes positive, and positive becomes negative. That's another way to think about it. You can multiply both sides by negative 1. So you actually, if you multiply both sides by negative 1, you have the same thing.
Yeah.
Good question. Because sometimes I just take it for granted. I just like, this is natural. But some of you guys, it doesn't make sense. You gotta ask me.
You moved it to the other side so you can.
Huh?
You moved it to the other side because like you'd rather have a positive.
I just rather than a positive for leading coefficients, easier
Yeah.
to factor. That's just me. So it's like me, like, just feels natural to do something. But for you, you gotta ask me question. Like, I don't know if you watch Hikaru playing chess.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, this feels natural. It feels right. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? And you're like, I have no idea why he did that. But he just like, yeah, this. But then you gotta ask a question why that is. Why is he moving this way correctly? You gotta ask me that. Yes.
What's your elo rating?
I suck. That 900. It's pretty pathetic. Oh, okay. Yeah. But Matthew beat me last time. He like take like 10 pieces. He had like 1,000, right? 1,000, 1,100? Huh? 1,200?
1340. Have you
1340? No, you're gonna destroy me. I just don't have time to play. I wish I had more time to play. But like I have 2 kids at home, so I should play with kids. Kids are good. So kids are actually, my son's doing better on puzzles now. He's get to 20, which is not bad for like a 10 years old, but 11. But I see those little kids can go to like 60. What's that kid's name? The black kid from New York? There was like little 12-year-old kid. Like he was like he was homeless.
I know exactly.
Yeah, he was homeless and he had like, well, he's grandmaster now. He's the youngest grandmaster. Okay, so this is that. Does that make sense or no?
Yeah.
Okay. How about this? Sine of 2x equal to cosine of x. What's the best way to do this question? What's up, Chef? What do you do first step? You're not allowed to do this? So I can set minus cosine of x, right? I can move it to the other side, and what do I do after that? Yes.
Oh, could you do like, you factor out the 2 with the sign?
No, you cannot do that. You break math there. Because 2 is argument. That argument cannot take it out. But you can do something, yes.
I'll go through my thinking, but I'll just say, so you obviously have to use a identity and
Which identity?
the sine 2x.
Good.
But my problem here is I'm not too sure where to go from here.
Factor it. Factor out cosine.
Okay.
It's just math.
Then you get, yeah.
And you can set each one equal to 0 and you can solve for it, right? Do I need to finish it or you know how to finish it? I think this is pi over 6 and pi over 6 and x equal to pi over 2 and x equal to 3 pi over 2. Mason, do you understand? I use double angle identity. 2 sine of x cosine of x. Southwell?
I can't read what it says after the parentheses. What did you do?
I just say each factor. Yeah, I say each factor equal to 0. Okay, so how about this questions here? Cotangent of x, secant of x equal to 2 cotangent of x. How many of you guys have an urge to cancel the cotangent of x? Oh yeah, divide by cotangent of x, it feels good. Just get rid of a lot of things. But the problem is you're missing a lot of answer when you do that. What do you always do? Roger?
You do like the reciprocal.
No, that would be too much work there. Yes.
So you subtract 2 cotangent x, and then you just factor it out.
Yes.
And you factor it out. Then you get the 2 different.
And you can take out cotangent of x, secant of x minus 2, right? So cotangent of x equal to 0. Now this one's kind of hard. When does cotangent equal to 0? Well, cotangent is cosine over sine. It's just the numerator equal to 0 is fine. So that's equal to pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. But when secant of x minus 2 equal to 0, what do you do after that? Can I change the secant? 1 over cosine. Now, can I just multiply both sides by cosine of x? And that's 1/2 equal to cosine of x. And that becomes something I know how to do. So there are 4 answers. I only have 2 minutes to talk about the last one, but if you had to go, you had to go. But if you want to stay a little bit longer, it's going to be this one. So it's going to be cosine of 2x equal to negative root 3 over 2. Actually, let's do root 2 over 2. That's a little bit easier. Some people says I can use double angle identity. Well, here's the thing, don't. The reason being is this question you don't use double angle identity is called multiple angle equation. So what you're going to do is just going to look at this. When is cosine equal to negative root 2 over 2? When is that? When is cosine equal to root 2 over 2? 3 pi over 4, good. What else? Good. Now what happened is I'm going to add 2m pi here. This is what 2m pi come in play. What happened is I'm going to divide it by both sides by 2. So that's going to be x equal to 3 pi over 8 plus m pi. And this is going to be x equal to 5 pi over 8 plus m pi. N equal to 0, n equal to 1. If you plug in, you're going to find out x equal to 3 pi over 8. For the first one, x equal to 5 pi over 8. Why does 2m pi come in play? Because now the period matter now. Because x equal to plus 8, so it's 11 pi over 8, and x equal to plus 8 pi over 8, so it's going to be 13 pi over 8. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 solutions here. In general rule of thumb, if you have 2x here, then that means you're going to have 4 solutions. And this is the last 2 questions. Sorry, got through pretty fast, but you know, we're not supposed to even review this, but we review this just for helping you on a pre-calc level.
Last night I did all the homework, but I didn't understand we had to submit it on Edmodo.
That's fine. You show me. This is really good work, by the way.
Thank you.
I don't have no problem with this work. This one's just gonna get.
So you don't want to keep it? I can keep it.
You can keep it. I know you did it.
Can I still show you the homework if I didn't put it on Moto?
That's fine.
I had the online copy. So
Okay, have fun. Yes. Oh, I want to talk to you. What happened? What's up, Mason?
So you said I had to do a couple questions for the to make sure I like know how to do the.
Yeah, stay a little bit.
I have to go to cross country though.
Okay, well, come at like lunch or
Yeah,
like.
can I come lunch?
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay, so
We should make our
so you help her for 1.5 hours or 1 hour?
I think it's like an hour. Okay.
Okay, so if it just next time just 1 hour, just say okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, because that way they gonna take advantage of you. Uh, because I don't want you waste your time. So if it's just 1 hour, just 1 hour. But it was because his computer not working.
Yeah, their computer, there, but the Wi-Fi was broken.
So it's not really her fault.
Just like their Wi-Fi was slow that day, which made it was broken. We had to go to.
So it's already on the other side. Oh, okay. I'm sorry that happened. But she's pretty nice.
She is, yeah. In Starbucks, it was busy, so like she was I
Very
could see it,
distracted.
she was very distracted.
Yeah, they don't work well under a lot of people. So basically, I'm gonna refer you more kids that's in my class. Okay, so those are the kids that I know there's probably 1 or 2 on the first period, and they are just gonna be, this stuff or other stuff. So I'm gonna call one of the parents, let them know about it. Far as yes, yes.
Oh, nothing. I'm just.
Okay. Far as far as those parents, I charge them 40, and I take 10. The reason why I take 10 is I have to put up the signs everywhere. So I put signs like all the way in the things, all the way in Olympia High School, not Olympia High School, but Windy Ridge, Gotha things. I spent almost like $500. So, but what happened is, if normally you would have charged, you probably charge 30. So if you have any question, you can send me. If you're not sure of something, teach me something. And I will say, okay, this is not correct. So I will help you support for you to be better teacher. Now, as far as my students goes, you just charge them 30, and that's just gonna be on your own. You're gonna be whatever. I think first period Brady, and maybe a lot of other classes. So you just huh?
Who's mine?
Who's your Maya? Yeah, that part I don't. Yeah, they are in first period. So I don't know. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, probably they will usually come after school.
Yeah.
So I usually like, is my student is completely free. I don't care. Don't really care. But if they cannot come after school, they want to pay somebody, I would refer to you. Okay. So here, and I didn't bring enough cash, so I'm gonna give here. Can I send it to your dad? Like Zelle?
Yeah, I think. Venmo?
Venmo's fine. Do you use Venmo?
I can't, but I have my mom's.
Okay, then I'll send it to your mom.
Yeah.
So this is 20. And this.
This is my mom's. Just because, like, I'm technically not 18, so, like, I can't have it. It's a weird.
You want me to just give all 30 to your mom?
Yeah, that would be weird.
That would be easier. I'm sorry, you probably had to go soon.
Dan? Sorry.
Like some bubbles, Katie.
What?
Like some bubbles. I think there's little bubbles up there.
Bye.
Check it. I thought you recorded.
I have a
I think it's a pink.
No, he was.
I'm sorry. My God. Life does not make sense today.
Yeah. I didn't know you could.
Hold on, I need to log in something.
It's like,
I don't get it. I don't get it. Don't get it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm taking care of something. What's up with Vespers?
I want to know if I can get a task going.
I don't know your test can go up too much though, because what's your score?
66, but I'm gonna like it if it went up to a C.
Huh?
Oh, you doing?
I don't know if my score was close to a C, it's a 66, but I wanted to take off.
That's fine. Did you have your test? Did I give it back to you?
I'll check. Yeah, I have it.
Okay, then, yeah. Okay, somebody else have questions?
I'll do the test, but I cannot complete the square on. I didn't take the hint, okay? Let me. That's crazy.
Who is that brown kid? That wait, who's that? I don't know him. Oh, okay.
He's an intruder.
Oh, I'm like, who's that brown kid? There's like a whole bunch of them.
I'm just one a little bit more like. Oh, can I read?
I'm a really racist person.
Yeah, no, it's all immigrants. But am I allowed to take the retake for the circle?
Yeah, you're allowed. So you guys change your time to 6 minutes, and you can do it right here.
What paper do I write?
The paper's in the back.
Oh,
Okay, so once you finish, you correct with different pens and correct everything, then I'm gonna ask you questions, see if you know how to do it. So that means you had to know everything before I ask you. In order for me to give you a point, you have to actually understand the material, not just copy down stuff.
can I repeat the image circle?
Yeah, the paper's in the back. Change your timer to 6 minutes.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
That's crazy.
I need to buy food for the long.
You're gonna get.
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, you have the entry key for the algebra one? So I'm gonna check this. I just made a keep it again.
I'll find you guys. Sydney. Stop it.
My mom, I don't need that anymore. I'm good. This is the stupid piecewise function word.
You with 2 hands. Now you 1 hand. Which pen I slap you?
I don't know anymore. No. I just plan to do it with the glasses off. How do you do that? Okay.
How do I complete the square? Yeah, nobody knew how to complete the square here. Fine. Okay, I'm gonna give a different question. Okay, so let's just say x squared plus, I don't know, 10x, right? Y squared plus, I don't know. I don't want to do 5. Let's do minus then. Minus 6x, minus 6y, right?
Yeah.
Is equal to, let's say, 10. I don't know if that makes sense. But I'm gonna take complete square, take the middle term divided by 2 and square it. So that means 5 squared is equal to 25.
Yeah.
So I'm at plus 25 here, and at plus 25 here.
Why? You put on last side too.
Yeah, it's because you're adding something on the other side, you're adding something on that side.
Okay.
Okay, so how's the negative 6 divided by 2 squared? It just, so it'd be negative 3 squared, that's equal to 9.
So you
So
add
I'm
9.
plus 9.
And then plus
So
9 on last side too.
plus 9 here, yep, so that's equal to 35, 44, right?
Yeah.
Now that's probably a bad question, but it's okay. So then I can factor this. It's going to be x plus 5 squared plus y minus 3 squared. That's equal to 44.
Yeah.
So that means the center is going to be negative 5 and 3. And the radius is going to be square root of that, square root 44, which is 2 square root of 11.
So you want to find, this is the.
You want to find the center. Center is going to be
Center.
opposite signs. You learned this in algebra.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think so. So, kind of didn't. Exactly. I kind of did. Okay.
Now you know how to do it, right? It's on SAT as well.
Whoa. Of a tangent. Yeah. This is tangent.
No, that's no.
Isn't this slope of tan?
No, you were talking about calculus. They are different. Slope of tangent line and tangent are different.
Do you have some Mentos?
Yeah, you want some?
Yeah, can I have one?
Which
Sure.
directions? Do I just like do it on a separate?
Yep, do it on separate sheet of paper. I'm gonna test you. So you cannot just say, yeah, I'll copy from another person. I'm gonna test you, see if you really understand it.
Is it like this, like a different test? Or is
Different
it
questions.
Like, do I just do, what is that called? One, question at a time, or do I do like all the ones I got wrong?
Anybody?
I'm good.
What? What'd you say? Oh, no, just I will randomly check. I will see if your work is there. If your work's not there, then I'm gonna check on the one that you don't know how to do. Why is this kid still there? Huh? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Explain how to find the slope of the tangent line.
You waiting for her? Dayton? Okay.
One of the gym.
What's up? Please. Does Martin help you? She's the one that dragged you in here. She's supposed to help you.
Marta, can you help me with that?
Yeah.
What?
I didn't do the inner circle.
You want to have sharing content with GA?
Oh no! How you feel like you know?
Yeah, I switched the sine and cosines.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you got 6 minutes. Set a timer for yourself.
Let's have a sharing contest.
You ready?
Right, we go for that.
Somebody gotta give me a question though.
Okay, give us a question.
He's gonna do a staring contest with me.
I love barbell, bro. I hate
Have balls.
All right.
Carry balls.
So pick a question. Let's say sine of 2 pi over 3 or whatever.
Sine of 30 pi over 4 plus
Sine of 3 pi over 4?
Negative root 2 over 2.
No, it's square root 2 over 2.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You know I meant that. Give us another.
Somebody gonna be judge of my eyes.
Maybe one day you'll become as good as my notes.
Yeah, I don't have it written all the way through. Can I do like negatives?
Yeah.
Does he know negatives?
Yeah.
Negative, 2 pi over 3.
What is it? Sine and cosine of tangent.
Cosine.
Cosine of negative 2 pi over 3. Can I blink?
Sure.
Oh, you're doing this. Let me get my paper. I want to try this one.
Cosine?
Yes. Hurry up. Negative half.
Negative 1/2.
All right, not bad. Not bad. It's hard to not moving your eyes.
Oh, man. You want another one?
Yeah.
All
Give
right.
me inverse, because I'm like that.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no, don't go me inverse.
He doesn't even know how to do inverse.
I forgot the domain. Sine and tangent have the same domain, right? What is it, like 0 to pi? Or negative pi, no, it's pi over 2 to negative pi over 2.
Yes.
And then domain of cosine is
Yes.
0 to pi.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, then he can do inverse.
I mean, like, sine x equals blank. You want to share x? Sure. No, no. You mean, like, for example, if I say sine x equals blank, give me
Don't be shy.
Is that what you mean? I really didn't want to.
No, you can do like inverse sine,
I'm pretty generous.
And then I give you
like
the
11 pi.
value?
Yeah.
What? I'm confused. What are you asking?
No.
What about that? You want to share that?
Wait. Share what?
Inverse sine. No. You're saying.
Like, look, what's that? Like, give me like a pi value here. Like, what
No, what? No. 4 pi over 3.
Alright, let's say 225, okay? 225 is 5 pi over 4, right?
Yes.
So 5 pi over 4, that's outside the domain of sine of
Inverse.
inverse sine of pi, right?
You're talking about. Yes. Yes. So then you do the equivalent here.
Yeah, so
No, you do the equivalent.
you do the equivalent between these
I'm gonna
negative pi over 2 and
Yeah.
negative pi over 2. So what is the sine of 5 pi over 4? It's negative root 2 over 2, right? So you have to find negative root 2 over 2 within the parameters of the domain of sine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's all you. Okay.
Are you saying I'm
What is it?
Yo, he's accusing me of being retarded.
Do we vote?
You help them?
Today's,
Let's go. We both pass.
Yep. Bye, Zayden.
Alright, let's go.
I'm giving you negative angle.
Yeah,
sure.
The unit circle's in the back.
So I would.
Wait, so how does this work? Is it like first person to say it?
Okay, how about this? I'll ask you a question and then you ask me a question.
Oh, that, okay,
That's better, right? So that's equal.
sure.
So you want to go first or you want me to go first?
You ask me.
I'll ask you first.
No, no,
Okay. Secant of negative 2 pi over 3.
You put like every single side, it's the same thing. Yeah, so might as well, yeah.
oh, so the first thing you do
Believe, one minute.
is you look up 4 over 3, right? So you just flip it. Instead of 4 over 3.
Speaking?
Negative.
Negative 2.
That's how it works.
All right. Good.
Like
Good.
Alright, okay.
What,
Are you allowed to? Wait, is he allowed to look away?
Okay, okay.
No, so he allowed to look away when he's asking questions.
Cotangent of 11 pi over 6.
Cotangent of 11 pi. 11 pi over 6.
That's what I said. 11 pi over 6.
Negative root 3.
Check that.
Yeah. Just
Hold up. Cotangent.
competing with the students.
What did you say?
Negative root 3.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
No, you gave him an easy one because he has the things memorized. Right?
Even anything I don't have memorized? Alright.
You ready? Okay. So what is a most tricky one? Here. What is secant of 3 pi?
Secant? Negative 1.
All right.
Good job, man. Go on.
Okay, how about this? Cosecant of 60 pi over 30.
Cosecant of what?
60 pi over 30.
Sounds like
Cosecant of 65
Related
over 30.
you're allowed to look away.
Negative 1.
Wrong.
So the third is the root.
Yeah, thank you.
I was wrong.
Hold on. Hold on. No,
Hey,
cosecant.
listen, 65 over 30.
South
Thinking it's
Asian
2 pi,
1,
right?
81. East Asian 0.
Oh, I was thinking about 30 pi, 30 over 60. You know, you're right.
I beat Mr. Yang.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Am I the first person to do that?
81.
No, you give me a trick question because my mind was thinking about 60. My mind is thinking about 30 pi over 60, but it's not.
That's still you won. So second one.
I know. I'll give you credit. I'll give you credit. I'll give you
Alright, let's do
credit.
another one. Actually, I'll go with against Anna. You go first.
Oh, but I'm allowed to look away, right?
I prefer you not to.
What if I do?
I'm gonna keep this.
I mean, I have some.
What if
I need something to look at.
Circle. Oh yeah, look at
Okay,
it.
just look at me.
Okay. Am I allowed to move around?
Yeah.
Your eyes, you ask question, you're allowed to move around. But if you're not, you answer a question, your eyes not allowed to move.
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, what if you blink? But but then I have to think of the actual answer too.
Well, it's staring contest. You're not supposed to.
Okay.
Percentage do I get back if I get it right?
3.
You had to correct everything though.
How difficult?
You had to correct everything to get
Okay,
70
whatever. You looked away.
No, I'm starting when you give me the question.
because you have to understand everything.
Of negative 36 pi over 2.
Negative 36 pi over 2.
Can I do more tomorrow then? Cause I have to
Yeah.
go.
You hold on to it though, but you have to do it here.
Oh, mate. I don't think you can do that.
I can
You
do
can't.
it. Oh, hey. Don't.
Let's go. Man, I expect better.
Negative 36 pi over 2.
Yes. Go see.
Go see. One second. I'm thinking order right. Okay. Wait, what did the Cosecant?
Negative 36 pi over 2.
Undefined. Oh.
Bro, what took so long?
Because I'm trying to figure it out. Where was
Negative 16.
Yeah, because it's the same thing as 2 pi, so I was like kind of confused. Okay, my turn.
So,
Okay, no blink.
No
I think
blink?
he keep on blinking.
Oh,
He used blink to turn.
what if my eyes are watering though?
What are you doing?
I have to human-
So that makes there was a time pressure added about.
Oh, time pressure?
Yeah,
okay, we'll do
because-
that next round. We'll do that next. Okay, I'll give you one.
Can I try to explain this to you, and then you tell me if I'm wrong on my
No blink.
explanation?
Okay, you can blink. 'Cause you can blink. 'Cause I-
Number 30. That's not the right answer.
Of 5 pi over 6.
So I flipped the sign first because it was negative to 3 over 4, and then I moved over the 5 to here, and I got 16. Then what is that called? I did 4. I don't know what this was. Like the exponent. So then I
Let
got-
me show you like easier way to approach. I think you take too long to do this.
Correct.
Okay.
Let's just say if I have 2x plus 1 to the, I don't know, 2 over 30, right? Let's say negative, whatever.
Limited
Plus
blinking.
1 is
Limited,
equal
'cause I
to,
cannot
I don't
not
know, 17 something.
Yeah.
The best way to think about it is to using the exponent rule.
I don't know how difficult I want to.
This
Once
is
you ask the question, I'll open my eyes.
this is
because I have
it,
to save my
man. Okay,
voice.
but first of all, 2x plus 1 to the negative 2 is equal to 16, right? So what happened
So
is
he has to ask it.
you're gonna do something. Negative 2 times something, right? Times something is equal to 16. So this one you want to make it become 1. So in order to become 1, it's negative 3 over 2.
I'm gonna need you to record.
Because this one multiplied together will be 2x plus 1 to the 16 to the negative 3 over 2.
Are you ready?
Now, since this is 2, then that means there's a plus minus. Since the bottom root is 2, like square root or fourth root, it's going to be plus minus. If it's even, if it's odd on the bottom, it's only an odd root.
Cotangent of negative.
It's only
Oh, so
positive.
if it's odd, it's only the plus
Negative
or
182 pi
the
over 6.
minus, and then if it's a
Cotangent of
then
negative
plus or
100
minus?
is
Yes.
pi over
So it'll be 2x plus 1. This one's going to be plus minus of 1 over 16 to the 2 to the 3 over 2. So then this one means square root 16 to the third power.
Negative 182 over 6.
You don't want to do 16 to the third power because it becomes a very large number, which is, I don't even know what
So you
16.
square it, so
You
it's
square
4.
root first, so it's going to be 4 to the third. And that's equal to 64. So that means 2x plus 1 equal to plus minus 1 over 64.
182.
And then 2x equal to plus minus 1 over 64.
Okay.
So it'll be 1 over 64 and then minus 1. And then x equal to 1 over 64 minus 1. So it'd be 63 over 64 negative, right? And divided by 2. So it's going to be half. So it'll be negative 63 over 1.
If you divide by 2,
Yeah, I divide by 2. I
okay.
have to simplify this. And I divide by 2.
So negative 1. It's a negative.
And that's only one answer. There's, yeah. Oh, you're missing something.
How?
Negative
You're
1.
missing something.
Negative pi over 3. It's negative pi over 3. Right? Am I doing something wrong? Huh?
It's negative root 3. Actually, no. It's
Oh, wait.
it's negative root 3
Is
over 3.
number 3 plus or minus 5?
No,
Yeah.
No.
it's much complicated than that. You follow the things I did, I'd probably get the right answer.
It becomes
No, I need help with.
Sure.
separated
Name this
90
piecewise
over
function.
3.
Okay, so I'm going to show you.
And that's an even number, so you can go around.
You
the
okay?
number. Wait,
90 over
Okay.
Okay, wait. This is less?
You're shaking.
I know. You don't need to shake. Oh, okay.
35, right?
Yes.
Negative 35 is
Oh,
Yeah.
2 pi.
Zero.
Then you another pi over 3 to that.
It's pi over 3. Negative pi over 3.
You say the code.
I feel bad.
Cotangent of negative pi over 3.
I feel bad, Sam.
Oh,
You're missing a 0 here.
Ah.
He's right. Yeah, it's negative 3.
It's 300 degrees, not 30 degrees.
3. No.
There's no negative.
But I'm still going to finish grading.
Square root of root 3? What? Yeah. Square root of root 3?
Negative.
No. Well, you know what I mean.
Okay, so this still mess up. And I'm going to tell you, come here, I'll show you where they mess up.
Did you write that? The negative?
I wrote the negative 3 over 3.
Yeah. I didn't check. But yeah. Sure. Yeah.
The reason why you don't look at the triangle, so if you look at this triangle, right, it has a short x side and a long y side. So this one should be negative 1/2. The y should be longer because you can see it visually. And you see here, there's a visually, it has a longer x. So yours should be negative square root 3 over 2. And this is the 1.
I'll do the one from the homework.
Okay. So visually, you have to visually see what kind of triangle. That's what we want you guys to be able to see things in your head. Like that.
How about this?
So that next try, you got 5 minutes. So you better make sure you know it. Yes. Okay, so the piecewise function.
No, I won't give you the question.
Okay, so name this piecewise function. So basically, you're going to name from this piece from here to here. So you're going to extend this line, right? So it's about 7. Because I go up 1, 5, 6, 7. So then it's going to be y equal to x plus 7. When x is between two values, between negative 6
Okay, I won't do the.
We'll do better.
negative 4.
And I'll do the ones that I have on the homework.
And that's just because
Okay, yeah,
that's from
yeah.
here to
I
here.
won't be as fast.
Can you tell me what's from here to here? And then
Oh,
can you
so you're just
break the
yeah.
pieces?
and then you.
I believe.
Yeah, so this one is just a restriction from negative 6 to
No.
negative 8 to negative 6.
Okay. Ready?
Okay, so you gotta
Three,
give this is the first equation.
1. Sine negative 2 pi.
Thank you.
Root 3 over 2. Negative root 3 over 2. That is correct.
You're stuttering, Ilya.
He got it right. It was negative, right? Yeah.
Hold up.
Okay.
Damn, bro, that's so fast.
Sine.
Wait, we said sine?
Yeah.
Negative 1/2.
What? No, I said sine negative 2 pi over 3.
2 pi over 3 is 120 degrees.
What?
Yeah, so 360 minus 120 is 240.
What?
Sine of 240 is
That one, I
negative.
still think I'm right. No one.
What is it?
Right.
No, yeah.
What is the question though?
Cotangent negative
Yeah.
182 pi over 6.
182 pi over 6.
Negative 182.
So that's 91 pi over 3.
Start off with this, right?
And that's
I think negative pi over 3. It would be positive actually. Never mind. It's
So,
positive.
yeah, I moved over the 5 to
What?
Positive?
Yeah.
16.
Because it's a cotangent.
This is negative
No.
4 over
No,
3.
it still is negative.
Yeah.
Negative 3 over
It's negative root 3.
It's positive root 3. No, I thought it
it's a negative root 3.
Don't want to be positive.
No, because look, the sine.
Now you.
Oh, this.
It's positive.
What is it? 11 pi over 6. Listen, the cosine of 11 pi over 6 is negative root 3 over 2. Sine is 1/2. Negative root 3 over 1 is negative root 3.
Negative pi over 3 is here.
Over 16. And
No, it's it would be negative 2 pi.
Remember how I said you could flip
So 90 is divided by 6 by 35.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Yeah, 1 over 3.
So it's negative 1.
I was thinking 2.
We'll just do
I don't really know.
3.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I don't know. Oh, we're going to get up. I'm saying, like, I have to. This has been my problem since last comment. You might have been saying it wrong.
Oh, me.
There's been like 50 different ways to.
No,
I say a meal. I say right.
I get
That's not
so
that's
many
not right
variations
either.
of mine.
A meal's not right. A meal.
What is it?
A meal.
It is.
It's different.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, because it's
Devon.
DVON, but it's Devon.
Are you Haitian?
No.
Devin, are you Haitian? It's Jamaican.
With the English thing, I wanted to show you. I knew about having to do instead.
Yeah, you're not supposed to use it. You're not supposed to use it instead.
What has been like the worst
I think
I don't know if there's worse. They're all just.
you're not supposed to use. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know the
though.
worst mispronunciation of my name?
The numbers.
R-man.
Arman.
R-man. Second grade teacher. She was like southern white, and she could not say my name for anything. She was like, "Can I call you R-man?"
R man.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty funny. R man.
No, my freshman DIT teacher, he called me double R.
Double R.
So it's 3.
So it's wrong graph is right, right?
Rungaraj.
Wrong graph. Okay.
And then I find out his last
Is
name.
3
his
plus or
middle name
minus
a couple
or
days
just
ago.
minus?
Side.
23 over 8.
There was a plus and a negative answer. So because you got plus minus 1 over 8, so there was 2 answers there.
Sign. You gotta count.
I think it's like 25 over 8.
I can flip it,
Sign 15
right,
pi over 4.
and make it negative 8.
Sign 15 pi
Yeah.
over 4.
15 or 50?
15 pi over 4. I'll say it.
Holy shit.
Sign.
Yes. Negative 1/2. No, negative 2 over 2.
2 and
No.
Negative root 3 over 2. Negative root 3 over 2.
Either I'm right, either I'm wrong.
Wait, what are you doing? No, we're canceling this round.
What? 15 pi over 4.
Which is root 2 over 2. No,
I was going negative.
All right.
What is 50?
No one got it. It's square root of 2.
wait a minute. You said
No, but like, what's the degrees? What's the degrees?
Negative.
No.
Because it would be 16 pi over
No.
4.
No.
4 pi.
Yeah.
And then this 1 pi.
Sine.
Close
How do you do number 8?
That's so
How
positive.
do you do number
That's
8? Which one?
cosine.
Sine is negative.
Number 8?
Look.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Your answer is
It
actually
is negative. He's right. He's right.
You know, there's a lot of things
Yeah,
in
no, I
simplify.
know.
So first of all, there was a to the
15
n times a
Yeah,
to the
he's
n
right.
equal to a to
Your
the n
answer's
plus n. Do you know this?
No,
Second
no.
rule.
Oh,
Equal to m minus n.
Your answer's
Do you know
wrong.
this rule?
I thought I checked.
Anything to the 0 power is 1.
Checking your homework. Bro, we checked.
A to the negative n equal to 1 over a to the n. Fourth rule. Fifth rule, a to the m to the n power equal to a to the n times n. 6.
Well, he makes the team.
Who's on the team? Oh, he made.
This one is gonna be a to the n roots of m is equal to a to the m
Hey, it's
over
in the blue
n.
folder in my
So
bag.
there's a 6th rule that you're
The
gonna use
answers
here.
are on my desk.
So figure out what happened here. So let's say 16 y to the half square root z equal to 25 y to the 2 over 3 z to the negative 3 over 2. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna look at this. I'm gonna say, okay, let's simplify whatever is inside because PEM does. Inside the parentheses should be simplified.
Ready?
So
Now,
be 16.
there, Rug's fault.
Well, this 1/2 minus 2/3
Okay,
is
I
gonna
got
be
you.
y to the negative 1/6.
Hmm?
I can do inside my
They're
head.
definitely correct. Trust me.
And this one's 1/2
Refresh your mind.
because
Dude, I
z
looked at the question.
square root of z is
Yeah,
1/2.
yeah.
So it'll be z to the negative half.
Let's go with
Does that make sense?
3.
Why did it
Cow.
become negative?
Okay.
Because z to the 1/2 subtract 1,
Three,
so it'll be negative 1/2
two,
because this is
one.
square
Oh,
root of z.
okay,
Tangent
that makes sense.
pi over 2.
I'm fine. 0, 0, 0. 0.
The correct answer isn't.
I meant
No, you said it first, but then you said 0, 0, 0. So I really don't know.
it's unfine. It's unfine.
How about this? I'll always accept your first answer, so just think about only your first answer.
Okay, then I got it. So
What if you like stutter?
no stuttering. That's a you
How does
problem.
that? What if you like if you say the whole like
What if you
answer?
start to say something and you switch it?
Then that doesn't. He won't count that.
That, yeah,
It
that
has
has to be a
to
full
be a full coherent English answer.
Yeah. Said the 2. Wow. Wow.
All right, so 2, 1. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I know I can. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now this, I just did this rule right here because whatever inside parentheses I can simplify. I always simplify first. It just make my life easier. Now I'm gonna take this rule here. So be 16 to the negative 3 over 2. And this one's gonna multiply this. So it'll be negative 1 over 6 times 3 over 2.
Okay, listen.
Wait, you did say
So
it
this
first,
one
but you
is
didn't
2.
first.
So be negative 1 over
Give it a point to Rob.
no positive 1
Are we
over 4.
keeping it total?
Yeah, they're both negative. So, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, 1 over 4. So this one is y to the 1 over 4. Sam, you doing okay? Okay. Z, this one's gonna multiply together, so it's gonna be 3 over 4 over 25 to the negative 3 over 2.
Okay, ready?
This one negative 3 over 2 because this is a 1. They also distribute as well.
Oh,
Cosine.
Now,
Hey, you didn't
what is
count-
the
Oh my
thing to
god.
the
Okay,
negative 3
I
over 2
do it
have?
different. Okay.
What?
This use
Dude,
this
it's
rule
like,
here.
what's the point of counting?
Or actually,
We know
I'm gonna
what
use
it
this
is.
rule
5,
first.
So
Four.
square root
You
of
don't have to
16. Well, you put number 1.
Yes,
Dude,
square
look,
root
you didn't look.
of 16
I know what
to
you're
the
talking
third. What is
about.
that?
That's not
Count down from 3.
Fine, fine.
And then
Say go, go,
Say
fine.
go.
Okay, okay.
64?
3.
Yep, that's 64.
two,
So this one is gonna be on the bottom though,
Tangent, 5
because
pi
it's a
over
negative,
5.
right? So it's gonna be 64 on the bottom. This one's 24, 25 to 3 over 2 is 125.
Damn it,
And
it's
this
negative
is
over
y
negative.
to the 1 over 4.
You give me the answer. Yeah.
He was like,
Whoa,
Look at the
that's
answer,
part.
Charlie.
So,
Yeah, 'cause I-
Negative
I-
exponents
I-
which side?
Oh, actually, dude.
but this it's an integral. But you don't do that with variable.
3.
Yeah, it
Two,
was constant
one,
too.
Go.
That's why it's a negative 3 over 2, they can switch sides, it becomes. So 16 to the negative 3
No,
over
negative
2 is equal to
negative
what
3. No, root 3, root 3, root 3, root 3.
Oh,
Agree.
It does not make a negative number. Negative number.
yeah.
To make it positive.
Yeah, I said it.
125 came from this.
Because square root 25 is 5. 5 to the third power is 125.
Wait, so why did it go from top?
It's root 3.
Because it's negative.
Okay.
If it's negative, it's switch sides.
Oh.
Denominator and numerator. That's what the exponent rule. So this one has another rule says 1 over a to the negative n equal to a to the n
You
over
can't have 3 ways staring at us.
Why not? We don't have to stare at me.
H I and
Okay. 3, 2,
They're
1,
Okay.
go. Cosine 5 pi over 3.
Emil cursed a lot. Just realize that. You don't look like a person with cursing. He's like,
What happened?
huh?
You seem like texting
Yeah.
like every 5 seconds.
Cosine 5 pi over 3.
It's actually crazy.
Wait, 5 over 3 is
Yes.
third quadrant.
Third
Third quadrant, first one, second one.
Here, do you want to do the first one?
First after the 180.
Wait, I feel like you said this is not fair at all. First, second, let's just
270.
first one, right?
5 over 3.
Whoever gets first one, or whoever gets it right. That's all right.
Wait, it's 5 pi over 3 is that 270?
You're not 5 over 3. It's right here.
So it goes, hold on.
Sleep by over 3 would be here.
Pi over 3, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then cosine. So
Yeah, I was thinking sine.
Yeah, so.
cosine could be half and then negative. Oh, yeah. No, positive. Yeah, as I said. Let's do it.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. Tangent 2 pi over 3. What did I tell you?
2 pi over 3? Negative 3 over 3. Negative 3 over 3.
Okay.
One left.
Wait, tangent? It's negative 3. Negative 3. Negative 3.
That is correct.
Math man.
I don't have those numbers.
Can you explain 17?
Go.
17
Even
on
Stevens,
this.
baby.
You just did.
1, right?
No, it's negative. It's one half. It's 1/2. Wait, 1/2. Wait, negative 1/2. How much?
Tangent.
Yes, I'm just telling you the coordinates.
3 over 3. 1, root 3.
I think I'm gonna do the remake on Friday.
Yes.
You want to see the actual?
Okay. You guys are tied.
No, the more.
Do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to
Wait,
go?
so you memorize the tangents?
I did.
Is that how you're doing it?
No, because I do numerator. Numerator of sine over numerator of cosine.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Memorize is easier.
Yeah.
That's
Then you
what I-
just go on the quadrants. And
I just separated it.
I guess, but that's just how I roll, baby.
I don't know
I
if
just
it's
made
right.
it super.
Do we have to show?
Do you guys want to go to 10 or match? Okay, let's go to 10.
We'll go to 10, but then we'll do deuce.
Let's do what?
Oh, like win by 2.
Win by 2, yeah. Oh,
Do like the last ones.
no, dude.
It does in your head, it'll be so hard.
Yeah, okay. Get back. Okay,
Oh, yeah, I'm about-
Ready?
Is it?
3,
Is this
2, 1, go. Cosine 3 pi
Oh, so I
over
can
4.
add these two? Yeah.
Negative 2 over 2. I did not get what you
Okay.
did. 2 over 2.
Then I do.
I said that first. So I literally said that first. I literally said that first. You're like, never take that out. See, I have to be English.
I did not understand what you said. But I also did not.
You know I said that. You
I don't
you
know if you agree with it. No, he's the judge.
No, Ilya. I literally said negative root 2 over 2. And then
Both
listen,
spoke at the
he
same
was
time.
going to say root 3 over 2,
Yeah, it was.
but then mid root 3, he changed his answer to 2.
Root 2.
Root 2.
But you didn't hear either one.
Hey,
And
I
you
will.
didn't hear it. And I okay, did you hear him say it? Then I'll give Raga the point.
Oh!
Thank you for your honesty. Here's a bonus point.
I'll be honest with you guys.
Mr. Ye,
Yes.
for number 17, why can't you add the fraction?
Yeah, we always film that. Or the
You
cube.
guys want to?
Which question? I don't know which question. Do you have the question with you?
3,
No, wait for me. Okay, go.
3, 2, 1.
What?
Where was the go?
Oh,
Dude, it's a go.
I think go is very.
3, 2,
No.
1.
Hey! What do you need help on? I'll help you right now. I'll help you right now.
For 17,
What time is it?
you can add these two,
Okay.
but you can't add this one
Ready?
to the.
3.
Well, hold up.
You
Okay.
cannot add either
wow.
one. So what happens?
Wait, what?
What happens is you cannot take out 6 here because it's 24. You cannot take out 6. It had to be 36 in order to take out
No, I
6.
don't need 6.
Now, I'm just gonna do.
No.
You can take out 2,
I took out 2.
but you don't have right 2 outside. You have 6 outside.
Well, no. If
So that's why it's
he
wrong.
gets to 10 before you get to. If
Oh,
you
Take
get to
out
win by
2.
three,
Oh,
no, it's
And
okay.
you have 6. X and Y is correct, and Y is correct. So it's
I thought it was
supposed to be
like 2 in a row.
2
No.
X
I
Y
kind of. Oh, you need help. What am I doing?
6
Well, Max is gonna.
Y inside.
This is gonna confuse me.
2 X Y 3 root of
Nice.
A little bit of math. Nice.
I'm really not.
Why wouldn't it be a 3 on the inside?
Ready?
No.
It would be a 3 on the inside here with the
Raga.
Y, right?
or no, it would be it's 3, yeah, because cube root, yeah, 2 cube root, yeah.
Do you know who
2 cube root of
likes to tell you?
Okay, and then I think I messed up here.